Hello everyone, this is Savita Acharya from Canara Engineering College. This video lecture is a continuation of Module 2, that is Modules and Ports, second part. Now, there are some port connection rules for while writing a Verilog module. Now, port can be visualized as consisting of two units. That is, one is internal to the module and another is external to the module. Okay, so any port or any signal that you make use of while realizing a circuit, it will be having internal perception as well as external. So internal and external units are to be connected. So there are some rules governing these port connections when modules are instantiated within other modules. So when I say, for example, when I am talking of a design block, so these signals, the signals or the ports that I use while describing the functionality of the design block, that is internal signals. Okay, now when I am instantiating this design block in some other upper top level module like a stimulus block, then the signals that I am going to communicate with the top module becomes the external signals. So the same internal signals you will be connecting in the stimulus block as external signals. So here while doing that task you have to follow some rules. So the Verilog simulator complains if any port connection rules are violated. So the rules are like this. So in this figure depicts the rules. So here this is the box wherein you describe your module. So the signals that I have put inside this box are internal signals, and the signals that I have shown outside the box, they will be connected to the top module while you are instantiating this as a design block in the stimulus block. Then these signals are the external signals. So the rules are for inputs. So whichever input signal port you are using, so internally this should be declared as a net or wire, and externally this can be declared as a register or a net. Similarly, the output of your module, output port of your module can be internally, it can be register or net, but externally it should be net. Okay. Coming to in-out, if you have a bidirectional port in your module, then that can be net that should be net internally, and externally also it should be declared as a net. This will make more sense when you are writing the stimulus block or the test bench for your circuits while realizing. Okay. Once there are governing rules for connections of the ports, once you violate these rules, then there will be resulting in illegal port connections. First of which is width matching. So width matching means when you are connecting the internal and the external ports, they should be matching in their width. So you cannot connect the two ports which are different, which are having different widths. I mean, if you are trying to connect a port which is 1 bit wide with another port which is 4 bit wide, this will result in a illegal port connection. Similarly, you have something called as unconnected ports. So here in Verilog, it allows ports to remain unconnected. So if you don't want any port to be connected, say sometimes some ports we simply use it for debugging purpose and things like that. So in that case, when I am instantiating the design block in the stimulus block, or when I am connecting the internal and external signals, I don't want that port to be connected. So I have an option of unconnected ports. So here is an example where, say, the same full adder I have taken, 4-bit full adder. So I have instantiated this somewhere. So full adder, full add 4 is the name of the module. FA0 is my instance label, and inside you must have noticed in the earlier slides there were 5 port list, that is sum, Cout, A, B and Cin. Here I have skipped that Cout. So I have placed a blank in the Cout place. So I have just simply connected sum, then a blank. The Cout is not connected, then A, B, Cin. So this is an example wherein the output port Cout is unconnected. So here is an example wherein there is a illegal port connection. So I want you to identify from the knowledge that you have so far to find out. I want you to identify what is the illegal connection here. Okay. So this is a stimulus block, a name as top, and the module name is top. There is no port list because the stimulus block is not going to interact with the external environment. Now here I have so this is going to instantiate the 4-bit full adder. So 4-bit full adder has got two inputs which are 4-bit wide, that is A and B. I have declared them as register, and Cin is a single bit input carry, that also I have declared as register, and sum is a 4-bit signal, that also I have declared as register, and wire is a single bit Cout. Okay. Now for applying the stimulus, the first step is you have to instantiate the design block in the stimulus block. So that this line is for instantiation, that is full add 4 is the name of the module. The instance label is FA0, and inside the brackets the port list sum, Cout, A, B and Cin. Now what is illegal here? So what you have to recall is the port connection rules. The port connection rules. So I have mentioned there is some port connection rules when you are going to connect internal signals and external signals. So the internal signals are those signals which are being used inside the design block. Now a full add 4 is a design block. The signals that you are using inside the design block while describing the functionality of the design block, those are the internal signals, and the signals that you are going to connect in the stimulus block, the corresponding signals you will be using in the stimulus block for connecting the or for applying the input to the design block. So these are the external signals. So recall the connection rules, that is port connection rules. So here A and B and Cin are inputs. So for input, internally they should be declared as net, and externally they can be register or net. So internally we have declared A, B and Cin as input. So when you declare it as using the keyword input, by default they will be treated as net. Now externally, external signals are these which you are going to connect in the stimulus block. So for those I have declared as register, A and B as register and Cin also as register. So externally the input can be register or net. So it is obeying that rule. Now coming to output. The output internally it can be declared as register or net. So inside the full adder, if you recall, we have declared the output using the keyword output. So as I told you, if you declare it using the keyword output, by default they will be taken as net. So it is obeying that rule. But externally, the output port should be declared as net only. So here what we have done is we have declared sum, which is an output, as register. So to declare it as net, we should have declared it as wire. So that is the illegal port connection that has occurred here. So illegal connection because output port sum in module full add 4 is connected to a register variable sum in module top. Understood? So output internally it can be register or net, but externally it should be net, whereas here externally we have declared it as register. So that is the illegal connection here. There are two types in which you can connect the ports to external signals. One is connecting by ordered list and the other one is connecting ports by name. We'll look into each of this one by one. First one is connecting by ordered list. So in this, the signals to be connected must appear in the module instantiation in the same order as the ports in the port list in the module definition. So if you have noticed so far, whichever instantiation I have done in the stimulus block, it is by connecting by ordered list. What I mean is the port list in the module definition. This is the module where you have described your circuit. So this is the module definition line, wherein you specify the keyword module followed by the module name full add 4 and the port list. So sum, Cout, A, B, Cin. Now this can be in any order. It need not be first output and then input or first input and then output, nothing of that sort. But connecting by ordered list means whichever order you have followed in the module definition line, the same thing should appear while instantiating that port in the wherever in some top level module, may it be stimulus block or may it be some other high top level design block. You may be instantiating this full adder in a some other design block where you are using this as a component. So the order here is whatever order you have followed here in the module definition. So that is sum, Cout, A, B, Cin. So for example, I have this stimulus block, that is the top module name is top. In this I am instantiating this same full add 4, okay, and FA ordered is the name of the instance label. So here I should be connecting the ports in the same order. So this lowercase sum is going to connect to the uppercase sum. So uppercase sum should be width matching with width. That is sum, here also it is 4-bit, here also it is 4-bit, and it is corresponding to the output sum of the full adder. Similarly, second port is Cout. Here also it is a single wire Cout. Then A, B are the two inputs which are 4-bit wide. Similarly, here also I have taken them as uppercase AB. Again they are 4-bit wide and I have considered them as the inputs here. And Cin, that is a single bit input, is connected to uppercase Cin here. So here when I am instantiating this module in the stimulus block here, top level module, I will be connecting the output sum to this Cout to this Cout, AB to this AB, and scene to this scene. So it is not necessary that you give different names or different, here in this example, the port names in the module definition are lowercase, and in the instantiation line we have considered, that is the stimulus block, we have taken as uppercase. This is also not necessary. You can take same names here as well. Here what is important is only connecting by the same order. The order in which these ports appear in the module definition line and in the instantiation line should be same. The names can be anything. They can be same, they can be entirely different also. The second one is connecting ports by name. So here in Verilog, it provides the capability to connect external signals to ports by the port names rather than by position. So here in case you have many ports like 50 ports and all, that time it is not possible to connect the ports by remembering the order in which they are specified. So in that case we can connect the external signals to ports by their port names. So one can specify the port connections in any order as long as the port name in the module definition correctly matches the external signal. So here order is not at all important. You can specify the ports in any order, but the corresponding signals have to be connected appropriately. Meaning here again we have taken the example of the same 4-bit full adder. So full add 4 is the name of the module, followed by FA by name is the instance label, and inside the bracket, now the order is not important, so you can take any order. So here what we write is first dot cout. This is lowercase cout, so this signal is corresponding to the cout signal in full adder module definition. Okay, and this cout should be connected to capital letter cout. This port name or signal name is corresponding to the cout signal of the stimulus block, that is the external signal. So what I am telling is this internal signal dot cout in brackets external signal. That means the cout of the full adder is connected to the cout of the stimulus block in the stimulus block. For a comma dot sum. So the sum port by name sum of the full adder should be connected to the external signal capital letter sum, uppercase sum. Okay. Similarly, see here order we have changed. We have not written A, B and C. So here next port appearing is B. So dot B of dot is the syntax, dot B of the module design block is connected to uppercase B, that is the signal in the stimulus block, that is the external signal. Similarly C in and A. Okay, so every name, every port name you have to specify first the internal signal and in brackets the external signal which are to be connected. So only those ports that are to be connected to external signals must be specified in the port connection by name. Unconnected ports can be dropped. So if you don't want to use some ports, as we have seen in the previous slides, that is we don't want, we have seen the concept of unconnected ports. There what we do is we skip the port which we don't want to connect. So similarly here if you don't want to connect any port in the instantiation line, you can omit that just by skipping that port name. So here from this instantiation line I have skipped cout. Okay, full add 4, FA by name is the instance name. In brackets we say dot sum to be connected to sum, and B to B, C to C and A to A. So we have omitted the cout from the instantiation. So cout is an unconnected port in this case. In this lecture, we have seen the port connection rules and how the two ways in which we can connect the external and the internal signals. Thank you.